It looks like Billionaire Black just dropped another sequel to his Indiana series, where he's been dissing Indiana rapper Scoly G, along with Bloodhound members Vert and Q50. Most people were in the comments saying that Billionaire Black was going a little too far and doing too much for releasing a total of 3 diss tracks coming at both parties, but other people feel like this has been some of the hardest tracks Billionaire Black have been putting out as of recently. For y'all that don't know Billionaire, he's one of the originals when it comes to the drill culture, and these type of tracks are right up his alley. We haven't really heard Billy go off on anybody until it seems like he would get into it with Scoly G due to the misunderstanding they had when Scoly G mentioned Duck's name in an unreleased track a couple months ago. It seemed like they spoke to each other and everything was squashed due to Scoly G stating that he didn't mean it in any harmful way and went as far as apologizing to Mama Duck. However, him and Billionaire Black since then will be on bad terms. When it comes to the beef with the Bloodhound members, Q50 will be on a song with Scoly G where he basically dissed Billionaire Black, but Q50 also mentioned smoking on Hookah in that same song, and as we know, that's the easiest way to show disrespect to anybody affiliated with 63rd. Now when it comes to Vert, aside from Billionaire Black dissing Bloodhound as a whole, including Lil Jeff, it's been alleged that Vert is actually cousins with FBG Duck, despite him dissing him, and Mama Duck made it very clear that she could take the dissing coming from the ops, but she can't take it when her first cousin's son is there dissing her son as well. It's way too close, and I actually agree with her on that one. However, it looks like Billionaire Black want war with them all, and since dropping his recent song Indiana Part 3, Vert and Scoly G reacted to what Billy had to say, although Billy threw a couple subs at Q50, and Q50 didn't have anything to say as a reaction as of yet. He does have a song currently trending on YouTube called Long Live Scoon, which holds almost 500,000 views in just 6 days and is 23 on the trending list. We're going to get into what Bloodhound Vert and Scoly G had to say in response to Billionaire Black, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm, and if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it. Bloodhound Vert would take to his Instagram story with a little sub, as he would speak on people saying that he's related to FBG Duck and attended his funeral but still disses him. One of those people just so happened to be Billionaire Black. Vert would take to his IG story and say, quote, "Gang, stop lying saying I went to dude's funeral. I ain't go to no funeral. I don't give 2 F's about no Duck, 63rd, none of that. Stop mentioning me in them interviews. F everybody deceased." Then in the next slide he would say, quote, "Folks, Billionaire Black is a rat. Everybody should let him be. He's 6'9". Now as far as the rat allegations go, that's something I don't think Billionaire Black is gonna ever live down. Some people said he snitched, some people said he didn't, some people said there's paperwork and that was his reason for moving to Arizona. I don't know. But what I do know is he still got guys around him and still got people that respect him who hang out with him, and I would hope that if he did do anything left, they would check him about it and not be hanging around. The fact that they still around tells us that maybe he didn't, but who knows. On another note, it's crazy how Bloodhound Vert addresses FBG Duck as if they aren't even family. Like, even if he was a op, I remember growing up, some of us had cousins that were in different gangs, but they always kept it cordial with each other because they were family. These new generations just don't care. You got Little Zay Osama making songs talking about F my cousin and what he's gonna do when he see him. You got D-Thing and K-Flock who say they are cousins but make threats about each other in almost every song. It's crazy. Back in the day, you have a cousin that may be Crip and another cousin that may be Blood, but they had a mutual respect for each other and never disrespected due to them being family. In fact, when they got together, the Crips and the Bloods they were affiliated with would be cordial out of respect at the time they was all together. But you don't see stuff like that no more. These days you got guys who rep the same gang beefing with each other, so what do you expect them to do with their ops? But I just find it interesting that he's really related to Duck but talk about him as if he's nothing to him and he ain't even here. However, let's get into what Scoly G had to say. Honestly, Scoly did have a point in what he stated about Billionaire Black, who referenced deceased Philly rapper YBC Duel in the Indiana Part 3 song as well. The situation is similar to what they accused Scoly G of doing to Duck, so Scoly called him out about it, and now we're here. Now in the song, Billionaire Black will say, quote, "I'm with the Bappers, not no do-its. Slide to Philly, smoking to Philly on YBC Duel." Scoly G would take the time to call Billionaire out for that, as he would take to his IG story to say, quote, MFs be real life grown hypocrites on Tink. But when I did it, saying it rhymes, it was all that weird-ish, right? Folks talking about going to Brother State, smoking him, but F with him? Grown clout chasing cornball. Now what he's referring to is when he actually put out the unreleased snippet to one of his songs, where many took it as him dissing FBG Duck, but he's saying that he never meant it in that way. The main point everyone was making is that he didn't even know Duck, and he's mentioning him in a negative way. They accused Scoly of just being a follower due to who he was associated with, and saying that he's just trying to be an op for clout. But with Billionaire Black mentioning YBC Duel, who was a Philly artist that lost his life not too long ago, Billionaire didn't know him and had no reason to say he's smoking him because they weren't beefing before YBC Duel passed away. Therefore, Scoly G took that time and opportunity to call Billionaire Black now a hypocrite himself. Now when it comes to the music that's being put out, the disses are cool, but let's just hope that they stay at music. Although I know that's never really the case, it seems like at least this got Billionaire Black to start putting out music, despite the nature in which it's being put out in. Also, let this serve as a reminder on how easy it is to get into a beef in Chicago, because here it is, a small understanding that has now led to these guys talking about what they're going to do to each other when they see each other. Billionaire admitted that he liked Scoly G's music before everything, and Scoly admitted that he had respect for Billy and the GDs. However, one small misunderstanding, despite Scoly even apologizing, has led to what we're now seeing, which is crazy. Now I don't know if this is all for the sake of views and clicks, but Billionaire Black did admit in the past that his label did encourage him to start dissing his ops, which is also crazy. So when you have guys like Tay Capone speaking on J-Mane pushing the illusion of peace, this is what he's referring to. Now like J-Mane said, Rome wasn't built in a day, but trying to push peace is going to take way more than just J-Mane to do it, because it took way more than just J-Mane to make it what it is today. And I feel personally, if he had somebody else like some of the OGs that actually got these guys respect and they not just ops, then maybe the guys would be a little more receptive to it. But as you see, man, it's going to take a lot. You know, even if you got this side over there pushing peace, you're going to have to try to get that side. And like I tried to state before, yes, J-Mane going to O Block is a big thing. Yes, him pushing peace with O Block will be dope. But there's way more beefing and stuff going down in Chicago than just O Block and 63rd. Yes, they're the poster child for it, right? We see them and we know them. But there's other sets, way more other sets that's going through real life war right now as we speak. So it's going to take a lot, man. But I think, you know, with the right push, maybe it could happen. But anyway, man, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think Billionaire Black is a hypocrite for dissing YBC Duel? And you pretty much don't even know. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. I'm out.